everyone, how are you going? It's Derek and Joe and the CruiseAway team back here on Gecko for another show full of cruise and getaway adventures with all the major cruise lines. Are you ready for some serious fun right now?
Oh, we are absolutely switching on the fun in this show, Joe, with the biggest cruise company in the world, Carnival Cruise Line. From their big bright funnels, of which we've got one right here, to their commitment to variety for everyone, you are going to love one of their cruises. Wait till you see the ships. They are awesome.
Yes, we've got some pretty awesome adventures for the brave too coming up, like the Space Needle to the Opera House with a cruise on the Carnival Luminosa, where bigger is definitely better. And we're heading over to La La Land later too, as we join Carnival Panorama for an 18-night Alaskan adventure that also takes us to Japan. Konnichiwa. First though, let's go and see a legend, the Carnival legend, and we meet her in the UK. So 26 Nights of Fun starts on the 25th of July by flying you from Sydney over to London, UK, for a 2-night stay in the big city of fun, vibrance and adventure. It's London, that's right. In the summertime as well, there's no better time to visit, of course, the UK capital than summer in London. It's absolutely beautiful. Whether you're strolling through Hyde Park or St James's Park and seeing the beautiful summer flowers, or heading down to the markets of Carnaby Street, of Camden, or even indeed just drinking in all the sights, such as of course Buckingham Palace. There's the Gherkin right there.
Stand by Big Ben and hear the gongs. Go and pop in and see the King and Queen. And have afternoon tea with them, maybe?
Right,
who knows?
Exactly. And we're heading down to the Port of Dover to join the fabulous Carnival legend, a legend in cruising, most definitely, for your amazing cruise, which is going to be taking you around the Scandinavian islands and also Scotland. Amazing. Now, Carnival is it's the most fun vessel you can possibly be on at sea, one of the Carnival ships, because they don't just live the Carnival dream and live and breathe the fun, but it is actually kind of oozing out of every pore of everything that goes on the ship. That's the amazing thing about it. Whether you are partaking in some of the activities or you're just watching them, you'll be ensured to have the best time ever on Carnival. And it's 24-hour fun as well. They've always got something going on. There's 24-hour pizza and burgers, more importantly. Maybe you want a little snack after partying the night away in the disco. Or maybe you want to head to just enjoy some fun out on deck. If you're travelling with the family, by the way, they have brilliant family fun, such as mini golf and the water park. You could do a salsa class with the dance, your dance team, and you're going to be on board for 21 nights, which is a brilliant amount of time to enjoy Carnival, because like I said, there's something always going on, and in the evening it really does come to life. I mentioned the disco before, which is open till late. There's Punchliners as well, a comedy club. They have the live shows, which are very Las Vegas style, in the theatre. Each night there's something different for you, whether it is the resident cast or which you can expect the most entertaining and interactive shows at sea.
Oh yeah, the quiz show Deal or No Deal?
Yep.
With the opening the boxes and all the rest of it.
Yep.
They do a version of that on the Carnival Legend, which you can take part in, where you can win big prizes as well.
Yes.
Very good.
Lots and lots of fun, that one. And so if being part of the entertainment is your thing, you are going to love this. And of course, the food. Oh yeah, comfort food, but also if you want something fresh and healthy, there's always the salads on offer, the steakhouse, you've got Italian and so much more. So we're cruising out of Dover, and the first port we're going to be heading into on this itinerary is going to be fabulous Zeebrugge, Belgium, the port for Bruges actually, where you can head over to enjoy the incredible gilded buildings. They're iconic. Then we're on into Rotterdam in the Netherlands, largest port in Europe actually. Head over to Gouda if you want to learn all about that delicious cheese. You might see some amazing windmills on the way as well, and pick up some Delft pottery to take home with you. Next up, it's Amsterdam, of course, the Dutch capital, where you can see an absolute array of amazing museums and galleries. or you might just want to stroll or cycle around the streets and enjoy the summertime vibe. Then we're on to Gothenburg in Sweden. This is an amazing port. It's the second largest city actually in Scandinavia. And you have got some sightseeing opportunities while you're there, including seeing the city and the West Coast Islands and herring tasting. Then we're on into Copenhagen, which is one of my favourite ports in Europe. It's picture perfect, those lovely colourful houses, which have loads of cafes and bars next to them. Grab a nice beer and just enjoy the tranquil vibe. Warnemünde is next in Germany. One of the most iconic sites in this port. If you go to the beach, you'll see these lovely traditional German deck chairs out. Make for a great picture overlooking the harbour. Then it's Edinburgh in Scotland, known for its incredible castle. Of course, you've got to head up there if you can. Down to Princes Street as well for some great shopping. There's so many lovely areas to visit whilst you're in Edinburgh. Then we're back into Dover, because guess what? We're on a back-to-back cruise. Most people are getting off, you're staying on. So you can enjoy a day in Dover or head over to Bath, which is full of amazing Roman history, not too far away. Speak to your Shore Excursions team about that. Then we're off into Cork in Ireland, where you can kiss the Blarney Stone and head to Blarney Castle. I've done that, it's very cool tour to take, or you might just want to stroll around the town in Cork whilst you're there. Holyhead is up next in fabulous Wales. We don't see this on many itineraries actually, and it's been a really important port since the times of Elizabeth I. There's also the West Highland Railway to visit whilst you're there. Very cool. Dublin's up next, and you definitely want to head to the Guinness Storehouse if you can. You could have your picture put on to the foam on a pint of Guinness, which is also Mr. P did that, didn't you? And then you can head over to the St Patrick's Cathedral as well for some heritage. Liverpool is on the cards next for the incredible Albert Dock. Maybe you want to take in the Beatles story if you're a fan, or head over to the Steam Railway, which isn't too far away. Then we have an overnight in Greenock, and the reason we're here overnight is because it's the port for Glasgow. Glasgow's an incredible city of culture. You're also not far from Loch Lomond, so you can actually, again, take a tour which will oversee some of the beautiful lochs in Scotland, or, other parts of Scotland as well. Belfast is next, known for its amazing Titanic experience. I've done that. It's incredible. It tells you all about because this was the last dock, of course, for the Titanic. And then there's castles there to see as well. We're back into Dover where we disembark. And then you're going to go to London for a night in a hotel, which is brilliant because obviously you've had a little bit of time in London at the beginning, but it's always great to do a last minute shop at the end. Maybe you'd head to Oxford Street, Covent Garden, fill up your case with lots of unique things from London before, of course, we fly you home. And this incredible itinerary is what you have to look forward to. It really is bucket list territory, this one.
Well, if you've ever wanted to head to this part of the world, you are getting a real flavour, aren't you? I mean, into London in the UK, then through Belgium and Holland as well, and Scandinavia, and then making your way around the United Kingdom, pretty much all territories as well, up in Scotland, the Republic of Ireland, Northern Ireland, Scotland, Wales. I mean, you're kind of here, there and everywhere on this one. It's brilliant. And remember, it's not that long to wait for this trip either. It comes up in June. So it is 26 nights in all. And included is the flight to London from Sydney, 2 nights in a hotel there, and then 21 nights on a double cruise on the Carnival Legend, taking you around Europe and the UK as well, plus that extra night in London in the hotel at the end of the cruise, and of course the flight back to Sydney. Oh my word, exciting. Let me show you the price tag that you can lock in right now with us here at CruiseAway, and you don't have to worry about any of the arranging. We arrange all of the flights, the hotels, the cruise, knitted all together. There's no extra booking fee either. and that's the price. That is a brilliant price given the number of nights you're away and all of the different places that you are visiting on this trip. And the value for money on the Carnival cruise is epic. You will just enjoy so many fun activities that are going on the whole time, all the dining, so much of that is included, the entertainment, the activities that go on. There's so much I can tell you. Let's have a look at upgrades then on board the ship. Don't forget, of course, you can break down the cost and split the cost of your holiday with Travel Pay Later as well. I'll give you the details for that in just a second, but let's look at our upgrade prices first for ocean view, for balcony and for your suite. Remember, it's a hefty cruise, this one. It's 3 weeks, 21 nights of Carnival cruising, so you might well treat yourself to an upgrade there to your balcony or maybe even up to your suite. Now, we're talking about breaking down the cost of the holidays. Travel Pay Later is brilliant for that because literally nothing to pay up front. Split the cost of the holiday either by 6 or 12 monthly instalments. Interest-free, so no extra interest to pay on top of that, which is brilliant. Very easy to apply. Talk to our team right now if you want to take advantage of that, and you can for any of our offers here at CruiseAway as well. So call us toll-free 1300 412 358 if you're interested in taking the journey there on the wonderful Carnival Legend. Very exciting trip. That was good time to get over to London in the UK as well and enjoy what, well, you know, sometimes I know the weather's not that great over in London, you know, but they have some pretty good summers every now and again. But you'll love London anyway, rain or shine. It's always an adventure, Joe, isn't it?
Do you know what? The culture more than makes up for it.
Yeah, of course it does.
When you think about it. Now, Carnival cruises are always about fun, as we've established, of course. Whether you're a couple, the whole family, or friends, everybody has a great time with plenty to keep everybody entertained. And our next adventure with Carnival Cruise Line is a real bucket list ticker. We're doing Alaska and Japan in one trip.
I know.
This is 24 nights and it starts on the 20th of August by flying to the States, to Los Angeles to be precise, the city of angels. And we're checking into a hotel for 2 nights. Lovely. What's better than 1 night in Los Angeles, 2 nights in Los Angeles? Exactly. You can head on down to Santa Monica Pier and overlook the beautiful Pacific. There's the Pacific Park there and the start of Route 66 is very cool. There's Sunset Boulevard. You've got to do that whilst you're there, of course. The Hollywood Walk of Fame. You can pass all those famous sites like the Viper Room as well. It's just amazing, LA. It really is. Hollywood Bowl as well. There's the drive-in, diners, all of that fun stuff, all of that iconic stuff to entertain you in Los Angeles. Then the fun continues, or it just begins, shall I say, on the Carnival Panorama. She wasn't launched too long ago in late 2019, and you're going to be on board for 18 nights. Yes, over 2 weeks of cruising. That is brilliant. She's actually the 3rd Vista class in Carnival's fleet, and she has an absolutely enormous water park, as well as the Sky Ride, which is like riding a bike around the ship high above the deck and the ocean. This is great for a view and a little bit of a workout at the same time. Very unique to this ship, that particular kind of entertainment.
Look at that sweet shot, by the way.
I know.
Sugar on top. It's absolutely,
yes.
Cherry on top even. It's absolutely brilliant. Really, really good. And you just saw a Guy's Burger there. And Guy's Burger, Guy Fieri is a very, very famous chef out in America, has a TV series where he goes and tours all the fast food joints of America. He has his burger joint right by the pool, which you can enjoy the most lavish, the dirtiest and loveliest burgers you've ever had in your life, I promise.
Oh, we have some mega deck parties to look forward to on Carnival as well. They really do it in style in the open air Lido deck pool area. You've got your DJ, your cruise staff, your cruise director up there. They do games and giveaways, and everyone is themed. It might be Caribbean night, it might be tailored towards the place you're visiting. So we're cruising out of Los Angeles, a few days at sea, sees us into Alaska, the Great White North, Ketchikan to be precise, which has lovely shopping right there at the dock. You've got to head to Ketchikan Candies for the best chocolates in Alaska, and maybe the Great Alaskan Lumberjack Show, which is very entertaining. I'll leave it at that. Sitka's up next, at the most historical port in Alaska with over 200 listed historical buildings. You've also got the amazing bear sanctuary, the Fortress of the Bear. I loved it there. Oh, and there's the national parks as well, where you can see totem poles. And of course, we have some lovely scenic cruising through Alaska. There's no place like Alaska on Earth, honestly. It is utterly beguiling at every turn. You have fjords and glaciers, you have wildlife such as bears and moose and caribou and eagles and vultures. My word, it is magical. You'll get to see thousands of years of history and learn about the indigenous cultures, whilst at the same time enjoying the indoor-outdoor experience that a cruise affords you. So when you're up on deck, you really feel like you're immersed in Alaska, not just in the ports. Now, we're into Japan. Kushiro is the first port we're visiting in Japan, and they have an amazing thermal spa there. You can book a trip with your shore excursions team if you'd like to visit it, or perhaps over to the marshlands to learn more about the wildlife. Then it's Amori. Now, Amori is world famous for its apples and its cherry blossoms. You'll see lots of lovely scenery here. And they have the Hakoda ropeway, which you can do as well, only for the brave, I'd say. Then we're disembarking in Yokohama, the port for Tokyo. You have 2 nights in a Tokyo hotel. We put you up somewhere nice and central so you can enjoy all the flavours of Tokyo, old and new, hustle bustle and relaxing. Oh, there's lots to see and do. Maybe you want to go to a tea ceremony. Maybe you want to head to the Vampire or Robot Cafe. Yes, they have both of them, or one of the many cat cafes in Tokyo, or ride the bullet train. But a must is the Shibuya crossing for sure. 3,000 people crossing the street at any one point, apparently. So here's an overview for you, starting off in Los Angeles before heading through some of the best in Alaska. Then we're crossing the international date line into Japan. Some great ports in Japan, seeing us into Tokyo at the end for a hotel stay, and then we'll fly you back to Australia.
And the good news about the cruise aspect of this is you can see there are plenty of time there is plenty of time, should I say, for you to enjoy what's going on board, because you've got a good few fair sea days, because you were thinking, hang on a second, I got from Alaska to Japan pretty quick. You've got a good few days at sea between the two, which is brilliant because the Carnival ships, you don't want to miss a thing. And let me tell you, when you're on a Carnival cruise, whether it's just you two, whether it's the whole family, you've got the kids with you, you know, whatever, it's great for everyone, but you are going to have some late nights, I'm feeling. Because there's some great parties that go on. Great parties that go on during the day as well, but there are going to be some nights where you think, okay, I haven't got a port tomorrow. Let's have one of those nights. Let's boogie again like it's 1999 all over again. It's incredible. August this year is the perfect time to go and explore the world. So this is 24 nights in all. Included is the flight from Sydney over to LA, which is not a place you expected to go to first, given that we said Alaska and Japan, but we go to LA as part of this as well. 2 nights in a hotel there, and that's where your cruise starts. That's where you meet the Carnival Panorama for the start of your 18-night cruise. First part, of course, takes you over to Alaska, and then you end up going over to Japan and ending your cruise in Tokyo. You've then got a mini break in the city there as well, 2 nights in a hotel before the flight back to Sydney. It is amazing, and it's for this year as well, which is incredible. Coming up in August, and you're doing all of that. It's like 3 holidays really, if you think about it, isn't it? LA stay, well, let's say 4 actually, because LA stay, the cruise is kind of 2 holidays, isn't it? Alaska and Japan, they're very different places. Yes, on the same cruise ship, but like 2 completely different parts of the world. And then, of course, you've got your stay in Tokyo, and that will be a real treat before you come back. 4,599 per person. So, with that being such a great price, let's have a look at upgrades on board the ship in terms of your stateroom there. So there are your prices to go ocean view and to go balcony. Again, bear in mind, 18-night cruise. That's pretty darn good value for money if you think about it. Treat yourself to a balcony, especially when you're going to Alaska. It is one of those places where you will literally, your eyes will be on stalks the whole time. Every Alaskan cruise is completely and utterly different. The things you see, whether it's the glaciers carving, whether it's the bears, the eagles, whatever it might be, every trip is different. And then you go on to Japan. Everyone wants to be in Japan. It's such a travel hotspot right now. And listen, if you want to spread the cost of that holiday, travel pay later, take advantage of it. You can split the cost of your holiday in 6 or 12 monthly payments there, which is really, really good. It means that you can travel now and pay later, which is superb. 4,599. Speak to our team right now. toll-free 1300 412 358 is your toll-free telephone number, and we are here to talk to you every single day. I love that. That really does tick a lot of boxes, doesn't it?
That is an amazing trip.
Yeah.
It really is. We have another one for you. It's our final adventure of the show, but I do love the sound of it. It's another Carnival Cruise Lines adventure, and this time it's called Space Needle to the Opera House. The name of this package is 25 nights starting on the 17th of September. Now, we're off to the airport in Sydney as we fly you over to the States, to Seattle, home of the Space Needle. You'll have plenty of time to climb it too. We're here for 2 nights in a hotel. Yes, we absolutely are. It's the home of grunge, Starbucks, coffee culture, the Seahawks, Pike Place Market. A lot of tech as well comes from Seattle. Amazon and Microsoft were both born here in the .com boom. There's hiking, there's kayaking, because you're actually at the foot of 2 massive national parks for Mount Rainier and Mount Hood as well, not too far away. Absolutely amazing city. I loved Seattle. Then we're joining the Carnival Luminosa, and we've got 23 nights on board, so that's a brilliant amount of time to enjoy. And as you were mentioning as well in the last offer, Derek, that it's the sea days where Carnival really comes to life. They call them their fun days at sea, and they are definitely fun days at sea because they jam-pack your schedule to the hilt, and of course that's optional. I don't want you to think, if you've never been on a cruise before, oh, I have to do this. That doesn't sound like something I'd like, and that's what puts people off cruising sometimes. But let's just make that completely clear. And they're on offer.
Oh yeah. There's not someone knocking on the door saying, "Come on, it's time for this. It's fun." You can also completely, and I quite often when I've been on a Carnival cruise, I'll kind of do a day of do activities, lots of the thrill-seeking bits and pieces. And then I'll have a day in Serenity. And Serenity you need to know about right now because it's the area of the ship where it's cool and calm and quiet, and you lay on these massive lounges or in a cabana. And there's a bar nearby. It's nice and quiet. You can listen to your music, your audio book, or you can just sit there in the sun. Yes, it's adults only as well. And you can escape the whole jolly lot, and it's included in your cruise fare.
I love that.
It's amazing.
I love that, Derek. And also the spa, of course, if you want to be zen.
Yeah.
Such a lot to do up there too. We're cruising out of Seattle, and a few days at sea will see us into Honolulu on the island of Oahu in Hawaii. Amazing. Pearl Harbor, of course, it's known for Pearl Harbor, but you have Diamond Head Crater, you have Waikiki Beach, you have Hanauma Bay, you have great shopping, really dynamic city, this one. And then we're into Moorea, which is French Polynesia. Now, you might, while you're here, want to go and do a traditional tiki village and learn how the locals live, and they're very friendly and welcoming indeed. You could also feed the stingrays. All of these excursions will be on offer with your Shore Excursions team. Tahiti beckons us next for fabulous One Tree Hill. And whilst you're in Tahiti as well, of course, which was immortalised by the novel Mutiny on the Bounty, make sure you head to see how the traditional canoes are made. Suva is up next in Fiji. For the museum right there in town, definitely worth a visit. You might want to head to the botanical gardens, which are full of lush tropical beauty. And lots more to see. And a few days at sea is going to see us into Sydney, where we'll disembark. You'll get, walk straight off. You might be able to walk home if you live downtown, or speak to our team if you do need national flights. But here's an overview. Flying into Seattle, quite unusual to see that actually. A stay in Seattle, then we're into Honolulu, French Polynesia, a couple of ports there, which is great. Fiji, and finishing back in Oz. I think this is a brilliant, relaxing itinerary.
I'm thinking as well, when you're in French Polynesia, that's the land of the pearl as well, isn't it? You might want to go on a pearl dive, which would be pretty amazing. And actually, if you don't want to dive for them, then buying them in that part of the world, that's where they come from, is a pretty good idea. The Tahitian pearls, of course, some of the most expensive in the world, but got to be great value if you're buying them right where they come from as well. So that's worth bearing in mind. So this is another Dream Away package from our team. Such amazing value for September. 25 nights in all. Included, of course, the flight from Sydney to Seattle, 2 nights in a hotel there, and then 23 nights of relaxing fun cruising on Carnival Luminosa to Honolulu, French Polynesia, Fiji. And we don't need a flight back because we sail back into Sydney and we are back home again, which is amazing. Really, really good. Okay, let's have a look at the price tag we have locked in for you. I love this because you get all the travel out of the way right at the start of the holiday and then you just sail back home. It's fantastic. $4,199 per person. And this is for September, so it's not that far away either. Of course, you can split that payment down as well to pay for this. Talk to our team about travel pay later. I'll show you the details in a second, but let's look at upgrades first because this is a darn good price tag. So how about going up to Ocean View Balcony and treating yourself to something, you know, just that little bit. You've got a fair few days at sea here, as well as going to Serenity for a little bit of a chill out. You can also be chilling out on your own balcony, of course, as well, which would be rather nice. Just over $1,000 more to get to a balcony, which is nice. And as I mentioned before, you can split the cost of your holiday into 6 or 12 monthly installments as well, which means that you can travel now and pay later, which is superb. It's great, isn't it? There's no extra interest to pay. It's very easy to sign up. And you can speak to our team about that when you call us on 1300 412 358. Very, very simple, very, very easy to do. And we have hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of other Carnival offers, by the way, around the world on our website at cruiseaway.com.au. So if you haven't seen the offer in this show that you think actually ticks it for you, there are many more, let me tell you. And if you are new to us here at CruiseAway, first of all, welcome. Secondly, we're here 3 times a day on Gecko, 10 in the morning and 1 and 4 in the afternoon. And here's a quick few reasons why so many people book their cruise holidays with us.
With over 25 years of travel experience, when booking with CruiseAway, you're dealing with the cruise specialists. We can tailor-make the perfect holiday for you, adding hotel stays and exciting land tours so you can fully immerse yourself in the destinations you're visiting. We allow you to spread the cost of your holiday. Just pay a deposit today and then you have until the due date to pay your balance. You can browse our deals online at cruiseaway.com.au or call us toll-free and speak to one of our experienced cruise consultants based right here in Australia. Plus, as a fully accredited member of CLIA, AFTA and ATAS, you have total confidence and complete peace of mind when booking with us. CruiseAway, you know you want to.
Everyone wants to holiday, Joe, don't they?
Absolutely.
We need them, don't we, as well?
We need them, and we need them to look forward to.
Yeah.
This is the great thing about, the travel pay later, which you can do.
Yeah.
Get yourself hooked up with a plan in action and book those cruises into the future as well. So you might have them lined up for the next few years. And then you've always got that milestone to look forward to. And because there's so many dreamy destinations, we really, really have cornered the market on exotic, exciting packages.
Oh, yeah. Put a map of the world up on your wall and just go there and then give us a call and say that's where you want to go. We'll find somewhere, unless it's right in the middle of somewhere landlocked. Mind you, we can get you there as well. Even when it's landlocked, we can get you there. Our tour team are absolutely incredible. Anyway, as I mentioned, we've run out of time already, would you believe? We're here every day on Gecko, 10 in the morning, 1 and 4 in the afternoon. Make a date to come and join us here on Channel 17. We love having your company. And of course, give us a call because you know what? You need these holidays. We all need them, especially now more than ever. Thanks for your company and we'll see you back here soon.
See you soon.